Cheating in video games seems to go hand in hand day and age. Back in the day when you got caught cheating on like Halo by like screen peeking and split screen, you know, all bets are off. Whoever you're playing against, it's to decide your punishment. But in today of online gaming, cheating seems to pop up everywhere in every game. I mean, Fall Guys even had a cheating epidemic where people would, be able to manipulate their way to the end very quickly. And that's a kid's game. So, cheating in a community event on a game that is 10 years old, why not, right? Why not? But, I mean, even in these gaming communities, there's going to be cheaters. It happens. But, for a lot of people, including me, I think that the person who's doing it and the position that they're in, it kind of says a lot about their personality as well as, the scandal itself. I feel when you have people looking up to you, or at least a platform in which you speak on, and people will listen, I think your actions kind of weigh a little bit heavier than the basement dweller who's using his mom's credit card to buy the cheats or, facilitate his gaming habits. And because no one's going to listen to him, no one's going to look up to him, but people look up to streamers and influencers, content creators. And I think whenever a content creator is seen even bending the rules, let alone breaking them, or outright just cheating, I think that goes to show a lot about who they are as a person. And I don't really like it. I don't ever want to be cheating, not just because I think it's immoral, but because I think it says a lot about I think Soldier Boy said it best when he says real men don't cheat.
He said I took a shortcut. That a real man wouldn't have cheated. This really you? I beat my meat into a cup. What?
The game we're talking about is World of Warcraft. And the content creator we're talking about, if you haven't deduced it, it's Mitch Jones. And honestly, it's a huge opera of cringe. Mitch Jones was accused of, getting bags in hardcore World of Warcraft, which is a community-driven situation. And to some, that's not a really big deal. But it is going directly against the rules that have been put in place by the community members who had started this whole thing. I mean, honestly, this is the most interesting thing to happen in World of Warcraft in the past 6 years. And I know, because I used to play a ton of World of Warcraft. Honestly, I wouldn't have a big bone to pick with this situation. But in the Thunderdome of Delusion, it created a whole lot bigger problem than it really was. So basically, the situation. Mitch Jones was playing hardcore World of Warcraft on the community servers, and he traded bags with someone so he could get extra bag space, because he doesn't like not having bag space.
Okay, and one of my mods traded me the bags, and I was like, that sounds nice, because I fucking hate low bag space so much. Alright?
I mean, I bet it does sound nice. Man, I hate being kept within these certain regulations that everyone else has to deal with. And that's a big no-no. It's hardcore. It's not meant to be made easier by your community members or any situations like that. The whole point of hardcore is, it's hardcore. It's, not leading you along or giving you a helping hand. You live once, you die once. That's it. That also applies for, you should collect your own gear and not be given handouts by your community. No more Asmongold getting 1,000 gold so you can buy a new mount. So why is this a problem? I mainly find it a problem just from how he handled the situation. I mean, if you would have just taken the bag and, done whatever and you get called out for it, be like, oh, I didn't know bag trading was, off the rules. Okay, let me get back to getting another bag. I think that would have been fine. In my opinion, okay, Cool, he didn't know, that's fine. But obviously he did know. So his excuse was, nah, man, I grinded it off stream, man. Nah, man, it wasn't me. And a lot of the community members were like, no, man, that's not how that works. So what's the situation? But it finally came out, oh, well, my mod gave it to me, and, you know, my mom's grandma's baby sister, best friend, you know, lended me the bag, and now I have it. Okay. But you still have it. What are you going to do about it? The worst part about this whole situation was, at the end of it, as it was coming to a conclusion, he said, I didn't know how expensive bags were. I mean, homie, from the amount that you play World of Warcraft, and the amount that you're around people who play World of Warcraft, I bet you know how much a bag is worth in Classic. Just saying. It's almost like a huge functional part about the game mechanics. Maybe it would be a little expensive, just like, you know, buying a new mount or something like that. Crazy. Now, is this whole situation as egregious as, say, someone invulnerability hacking on Tarkov? No. It doesn't really affect anyone else, but it really does, you know, contest the legitimacy of the entire run, let alone the just the sanctity of the event. And I think that's mainly what the problem is. Everyone else is playing by the rules, you know, for, you know, the most that we know anyway. Why do you feel that it's okay to not follow the rules? And it seems to be blatantly so from how you defended yourself. Once again, I would be okay if, you know, hey, I didn't know it was part of the rules. That's that. But, you know, for the you know, that walled up defense that was made that kind of crumbled like a Nature Valley bar, that seems really weird to me. Now, I think cheating in games in any way, shape, or form is a problem. I would rather it just be, you know, an honest, fun situation. So basically, at the end of this whole situation, the community member that was running this whole thing kind of slapped Mitch Jones's wrist and said, hey, don't do that. I mean, now, is this a situation that really has a whole lot of people's nuts at a twist? Not really. Is it Mitch Jones being Mitch Jones? Yeah. And there's also a situation with him, you know, around not leveling his characters and in World of Warcraft. And that's kind of a more egregious situation, paying someone else to level your characters so then you can level that character after the fact. I mean, I might know a guy who, in the early stages of World of Warcraft, that's what he did for a job. He just leveled characters for people that he met through online and their friends and whatnot. That's all he did. He just went home, grinded out some levels, got to level 20, sent the character away to someone else, or sent the profile away to someone else. And he got paid pretty okay for it. At least back in that day, he was paid pretty handsomely for it. Now, I don't even know what you could get for a hardcore character that you grinded out to level 20 and then gave it to someone. That could be, you know, honestly, guys, I might have to re-download World of Warcraft. So, you know, I definitely know that situation is around. Now, does Mitch Jones, you know, do that? If memory serves correctly. Now, this is nothing to go on, but I do remember there was some conversations about, you know, certain people not leveling their characters in World of Warcraft. And, you know, I don't think we're ever going to get an honest answer about that unless the evidence is exposed in 4K. Mitch Jones exposed at 3 a.m. Gone wrong in 4K. I mean, if someone's gonna, you know, break the rules in a hardcore community event, I think it goes to show that that's the kind of person who would also use their money and their platform to help themselves to, you know, more bounty, per se, within the game. I don't know. I think if you have to cheat in any situation, I think it says a lot about your character. So, don't do that. Hey, I'm just vocalizing my opinions here. If you guys have a difference of opinion or maybe agree with me, make sure to let me know in the comments down below. And if you want to talk about it live, I stream every day. So check out the link down below and maybe we can hang out. But until next time, stay honest, my friends. I'll see you later.